Breaking news, my country people, it's happening. A former governor of Kano State, Ibrahim Shekaru, is leading northern elites to woo southern bigwigs for an alliance ahead of the 2027 general elections. Sources have said the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, the ex-head of state Yakubu Gowon, are among supporters of this group. Now, it was learned that the leader of the League of Northern Democrats, Shekaru, had been discussing coalitions with political leaders in the Southwest, Southeast, and South-South region. The convener of the LND, Dr. Umar, had on January 5th declared the group's readiness to transform into a political party, citing the need to create a unified and credible national political platform. According to Ado, the LND plans to transform into the League of National Democrats to provide Nigerians with a viable alternative for leadership and governance. Now, this new political platform seeks to provide a credible alternative by institutionalizing mediocrity, promoting accountability, promoting accountability and ensuring emergence of leaders with proven competence and integrity. It was gathered that Obasanjo and Gowon had advised the group's leaders to make it a national platform and incorporate southern politicians. Not only northern politicians, southern politicians should also be incorporated into this group. Obasanjo had late October 2024 urged the LND to consider changing its name to the National League of Democrats because the ideas of the group, should be cut across the nation. The former president, who received the 20-member delegation of the LND, led by Shekaru, at his penthouse inside Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta, had said he would very much like to identify with them. My country people, it's happening. Sani had confirmed that Shekaru was leading discussions with prominent southern politicians. And some prominent southern politicians are already making moves. They are already doing the talking and they are making moves already. Other influential Nigerians are also being advised to join in this move. They are trying to engage politicians in the Southeast, in the South-South, and in the Southwest. They've begun suggesting that this movement could be turned into a big opposition political party. Meanwhile, they've been briefed in meetings. The leaders don't discuss the names of the southern politicians they are speaking to. Although Sani had clarified that the LND had not yet been registered as a political party, as consultations are still ongoing. The spokesperson for the group, Dr. Ladi Sheliu, had said discussions were ongoing with southern leaders, including former governors, senators, and ministers. According to him, even before they set out to approach the politicians, the LND had already been contracted by key political clusters from the Southeast, and they are convinced that notable politicians from the South, especially from the Southeast, who indicated plans to form the League of Southern Democrats in their region. So I guess some respected politicians from the Southwest region, from the Southeast region have already shown interest in joining the LND. And hopefully it might emerge as a big, major national political party or a platform. Now, they are trying to form this political party ahead of 2027. This is called the Anti-Tinubu political party because the LND's moves comes amid political maneuverings by many leaders aiming to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Opposition leaders have intensified efforts towards major potential political realignment, including potential mergers of political parties, to challenge the All Progressive Congress in the next general election. On November last year, it was reported that the 2023 People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and his Labour Party counterpart Peter Obi, the former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Rufai, had concluded plans to either form a new party or to adopt an existing one to establish a coalition ahead of 2027. Atiku's spokesperson later confirmed that Atiku and Peter Obi had been engaging in discussions to form a united front against the APC. Similarly, the People's Redemption Party and the African Democratic Congress had confirmed initiating discussions about a potential merger ahead of the elections. On December last year, 2024, Obasanjo had hosted the former Kano State Governor, Rabiu Kwankwaso, and the former Cross River State Governor, Donald Duke, in Abeokuta, Ogun State. And according to Kwankwaso, the discussions centered were on significant national issues, including the future of politics and the governance in Nigeria. But after that, political meeting, the APC came out and said, oh, no, they are not threatened by any political move being made by any person. They are not threatened and they wouldn't be moved by potential political alliance, asserting that it will not lose sleep over some so-called proposed mega party being considered by Northerners and some Southern political bigwigs. The APC National Publicity Director, Bala Ibrahim, had told news reporters that the party was aware of the political move, warning that Nigeria's governance should not be left to desperate politicians, that the APC and the president are very much aware of the shenanigans of the opposition, that they are out there scheming and plotting and trying to, weasel their way back into power. But then, they are very ready for them. Similarly, the People's Democratic Party stated that the LND's attempt to transform into a political party did not pose a threat to its prospects in the future election, where during an interview, the PDP Deputy National Youth Leader, Timothy Osadolo, has said no coalition of merger can defeat the APC without the PDP. And in response to the LND's move to transform into a party as an alternative to the APC and PDP, they said the character and the consistency of the group members should be scrutinized. Well, we saw what happened in 2023, and hopefully in 2027, we hope history doesn't repeat itself again. But to our greatest shocks and surprise, all these coalition, talks of merger party, talks of a united front, forming an alliance, were not discussed during the 2019 elections. I mean, these were not discussed because during Buhari's era, during Buhari's regime, many people complained bitterly, but I mean, people did not really put much effort to put him out of power. So how come this Tinubu's regime, everybody is just trying so hard? So many opposition political parties and their leaders, they are battling, trying to make sure they form a coalition. And as amid all these things, some opposition leaders are drifting apart by the day. Some of them are already decamping to the ruling party. So I guess it is up to them. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.